Hello everyone, I'm Chester44, also known as Fly, and welcome to this Let's Play of Horizon Forbidden West. Last episode, we managed to get to the cauldron where we're trying to capture Hephaestus, but he's doing things in order to try and not be captured. Specifically, he retreated deeper into the cauldron and is trying to make something. I'm doing what I can to try and get to him so that we can take him out. Or at least get him back into the core we're trying to capture him in. It's gonna take a little effort. We've already managed to take care of one of the places we're trying to capture him from.
Should be able to catch a ride on one of those metal carriers.
Trying to get to the other one here. It looks like I can get to the other node he's hidden in right over here. Yep. Alright, let's see what we can get in here. And we do still have machines to deal with.
Just a little on the right. I need to drive Hephaestus out of here.
There should be another node to override.
Got it.
Ooh, I'll be able to drop down onto that one. Why didn't you drop down?
Time to let go.
There we go. Took out that one. Cruder than I expected it would be. Fucking hate these lashers. Oh, hi! Okay. That's the long leg dealt with. We still got one more Apex Leap Lasher to deal with. Remind me, weak against Purge Water. That doesn't really help me. This thing is going to be a pain to deal with.
My focus is jammed.
Don't worry, I got it. Hey, yo! Gotcha. Okay. Not the best, but I did take him out. Not the worst situation there, but I'll take it. Now let's loot what I can over here and then open the thing up. Alright, head on up. Ooh, got some treasure in here, nice. Alright, let me guess. As soon as I activate this, he's gonna send in some more.
Oh, here we go again.
That doesn't sound good. I'll try to get your access back.
Appreciated. Oh, there's a Grimhorn. Almost. There we go. One's down. Oh, hi. The other one showed up. Oh, good. That'll definitely take. Critical strike. Okay. That's dealt with. Now I just need to finish off that big guy. But me up here... Oh, I can do a lot to him. Ow! Okay, didn't see that coming. Knocked off the horns. Oh shit! Didn't want to get down here, but I guess that's kind of what's happening now. Almost down. Okay, there we go.
And there. Node access restored. Now you can override it.
Thank
Work.
you.
You did the heavy lifting.
Did I? Because I'm pretty sure this wouldn't have happened without you here. Alright, let's get this node overridden.
Okay. Hephaestus is running out of places to hide.
Aloy? I just registered a huge energy surge back in the production chamber. Something big is happening.
Here too. Everything's glowing.
The machine Hephaestus was building. It must have finished it.
Wonderful.
It's powerful, whatever it is. I'm almost done with the core repairs. Should we come to you? Maybe I could distract the machine.
No, Beta. Just stay where you are, okay? Handling the machine's my job.
Indeed.
Okay. Be safe.
This is gonna get rough, I'm pretty sure. And I should also go check whatever that was on the other side over there. Which I'm actually very curious about, even though I missed it. Sounds like he's talking about the cauldrons that he managed to get a hold of before. Which worries me. How badly is everyone else doing? That's very worrying. Let's get to whatever this massive, powerful machine is. Alright, what are you sending out at me? A slaughter spine!
I should scan it first. This thing's on its legs and glowing. I think it's charging up.
At least I'm doing more damage to slaughter spines. And it's got acid.
It's charging.
damn it. Ow!
It's gonna explode any second. Maybe one of my potions can help.
Ow.
Pain subsiding.
Okay, the good news is it doesn't really have any things on the back. Ow, that hurt. What's it weak against again? Ice. Right, I should have shot it with ice, and I need to get out of this corner. Okay, that wasn't actually worth it.
Charging up again.
I do have it almost destroyed. Okay, got it down.
It's done.
You did it! There should be one more note to override.
Yep, I'll get on that in a minute.
Stand by. I'm sending Hephaestus back to you.
I got one circulator. I'm gonna need to find a second, but at least I got one. Okay. There's another note over there. Let's get over to it. That wasn't too bad. I fought a slaughter spine once before, after all. Still need to kill another at some point. So I can override them.
No more hiding, Hephaestus!
On the way back.
Hephaestus is back in the core!
Make sure it stays there. I'm heading back.
Indeed.
Start the merge.
Because of you, Beta. I'm glad you came along.
Things...
And you, Varl. We couldn't have done any of this without you.
Right back at you, Aloy.
Things may be about to get rough again. Because now we need to hope the Zeniths don't come for us. Alright,
Aloy, the bypass is done.
let's give this a try.
We're stable.
Hephaestus is 100% contained.
And we better get started with the merge.
It's all set up. Gaia, establish the link, please.
Done.
Okay.
Okay, to complete the merge, we need to excise Hephaestus' malicious code. Carefully.
Hopefully this all works. I don't know what exactly they're doing, but... Looks like I'll be able to override those next. And here they are.
Hello, redundant copy. You cost us quite a lot of time. Eric, get Beta. And squash that bug while you're at it.
And again.
Ooh! Get behind me.
Come on! Quit screwing around.
Now we're having fun, right?
And... oh boy.
Finally. Tilda, get Gaia and Hephaestus ready for transport. Tilda!
I failed.
Hush. All is not lost.
Tilda! What the hell are you doing? Stop her!
Pardon?
Can't even see her.
What is she doing?
Beta. Farrell.
Are we back at the base?
Where am I?
Ah, you're awake. You took quite a hit when Gerard attacked you. I imagine you must still be in a great deal of pain. I can assure you that we are safe. The others can't detect us here.
You mean the other Zeniths? You must be Tilda.
I wasn't sure if Beta would have told you about me.
Where is she?
Alive. And while she isn't where she wants to be, not in urgent danger. We must discuss how to get her back, of course, after you've shaken off the cobwebs. When you're ready, take the stairs down the hall and come see me. In the meantime, I'll make breakfast.
Breakfast. Okay.
I'm pretty sure we have a lot of questions at the moment. Well, I've reached max level.
Why did Tilda bring me here?
And where is here? Well, first things first, throw in the last of the skill points, I suppose. Well, current last. I'm going to get more from quests. May as well just use a couple of these pups. Oh boy. Aloy just couldn't bring herself to do it, I guess. Oh, we have 2 circulators. That's actually perfect. So where are we? We haven't been to this location. Interesting. Can we have a Plainstone quest? Well, I tell you what. No, let's keep going. Oh. Do we have anything in here?
What was all this for? Some kind of survival bunker?
Alright, let's take a look.
What is this?
Just a
Oh.
few favorites from my collection. Rescued and stored here just before I went off-world. Take a look, if you like. I'm curious to hear your impressions.
My
Oh.
friend is dead. Beta and Gaia are gone, and you want me to look at old paintings?
Don't be so quick to dismiss the comfort we can find in art, or the insight we might gain.
Well, okay then. I suppose I can.
Selene and Endymion. She's the goddess of the moon, whereas he's a simple shepherd. Beside her is the god of love, Cupid.
So she's sneaking up on him?
More like visiting him in secret. The torch that Cupid bears represents Selene's undying infatuation with him. Though the two must remain apart, her love will forever burn. My favorite pairing on the left is Woman Reading a Letter by Vermeer, a true master. And on the right is a forgery, Woman Reading Music, which fooled experts into believing it was a priceless original. Early in my career, I became fascinated with such deceptions. Eventually, I developed scanning software that could detect fakes with unparalleled accuracy.
Is that how you made enough money to buy your way onto the Odyssey?
Oh no. I made my real fortune later.
Did you know?
This is Rembrandt painting Jeremiah, a man in mourning.
Mourning what?
His home. The ancient city of Jerusalem. He foresaw its impending doom, but could do nothing to prevent it. So instead, he saved its treasures from destruction, just as I saved these works. You could say we're kindred spirits.
Perhaps so. What if I examine it
About
again? Oh,
Jeremiah. If he knew his home would be destroyed, why didn't he save the people? Why save those relics?
He tried, but no one would listen to his warning, so he saved what he could.
But how did he know?
He was a prophet. He saw an army invade and destroy the city in a vision.
So it's more like he calculated which side would win a battle.
What matters is that he was right in the end.
hmm.
If not for him, all those wonders would have been lost forever. At least this way, some part of his world survived. You know what I like the most about this piece? Even though he's the sole survivor, his home in ruins, left with only the remnants of his world. The light keeps the shadows at bay.
There's still hope.
Precisely.
Ah.
Take as long as you like.
I guess we might have more to say about each of these.
Why do you keep the forgery?
I've always enjoyed studying the two side by side. Both painters capture light, color, and perspective. But what makes one a masterpiece and the other simply an imitation?
The forgery looks sharper.
Good eye. The details are crisp. The contrast bold. It tells us more, and yet we feel less.
What's in the letter?
Who can say? What does the painting tell you?
She's concerned. Whatever's written in the letter troubles her. A burden she can't put down.
Fascinating.
Why go through so much effort to make a fake masterpiece?
The forger initially painted under his own name, but found little success. His work was considered unremarkable. But when he took on the guise of Vermeer, suddenly it was celebrated as extraordinary.
But it was a lie. And he knew it.
Sometimes we struggle to glean what is real and imagined, even within ourselves. The irony of these two is that Vermeer died in obscurity.
As many artists do.
He had no idea his work would become some of the most precious, most copied, most preserved pieces in all history.
See what more there is about this one.
Why can't Celine and Endymion be together?
Celine took a vow of chastity, promising to never take a lover. So when she fell in love with Endymion, she could only visit him at night while he slept.
But then wouldn't she be breaking that vow?
Think of it as a forbidden love. Though circumstance keeps them apart, still they find a way to come together, however briefly.
Aren't Celine and Endymion cold?
Perhaps we should move on to another piece. Shall we move on?
Aren't they cold because they're naked? Let's move on.
A portrait of the painter, Rembrandt's son Titus, depicted in the habit of a monk.
I don't get it. Why would someone like you, with infinite resources, care about this painting of a boy in a hood?
It's not the image itself, but the feeling it conveys. The face is bright and defined, but his eyes are downcast, heavy with misfortune. And the background seems to swallow all light. The painting is infused with a sense of loss.
I guess I understand how the painter feels.
It's one way to look at it.
Works of art such as these can often cause us to look inwards at our own lives. I'm sorry about your friend. Had I been able to intervene, I would have. But the risk of losing you as well was too great.
Everything went by in a blur. I couldn't get to him.
You know, long before holograms and focus recordings, people relied on art to memorialize their loved ones. Because of works like this painting, their lives are immortalized. Rembrandt had 4 children by his wife. All but Titus died shortly after she gave birth to them. She passed not long after that. Titus became the only family Rembrandt had.
Which is why he painted him this way.
Indeed. Then tragedy struck again. Disease claimed Titus at 26. It's almost as if Rembrandt painted the future, closing in on him.
I doubt it was quite that.
Rembrandt actually painted several portraits of Titus, but this one has always been my favorite. It's honest.
What do you mean?
In others, Titus was portrayed in brighter, livelier states, but here, Rembrandt allows himself to express his true feelings. Sorrow, fear, hope, love. Laid bare on canvas for all time. I see this one resonates deeply with you.
Or I'm just doing every investigation I have. I'm going to be putting a cut earlier, so these episodes are going to continue as they are. I'll make the farewell later.
Rembrandt's The Night Watch, by far the most famous painting my homeland ever produced. It was commissioned to honor a militia made up of influential citizens.
I guess you must have been an influential citizen.
In my day. But not as influential as you've been in this new world.
The militia. They look disorganized.
Where others painted such scenes in a stiff and stationary manner, Rembrandt chose to show them in action, preparing to march. He wanted them to feel alive. You can almost hear the commotion.
Who's the girl in the painting?
She's a strange one, isn't she? Bathed in light, though no one is paying attention to her. Many believe she's a symbol of the militia. A physical manifestation of their spirit, if you will.
She's not real?
What's real in a painting? She's meant to represent the militia's virtue and victory. But I like to think they underestimate her. She looks as if she's seen something. What does she know? What secrets does she keep? There's so much detail to take in, isn't there?
And it looks like there's one more to look at here.
The Gust. By Willem van de Velde, the most famous of his many maritime paintings.
A ship crossing into the unknown. I guess you're familiar with that.
Indeed, which is why I appreciate this composition in particular. Though waves and wind threaten to destroy the ship, it perseveres, clinging to the light even as darkness closes in all around it.
Where is the ship going?
To a faraway land, most likely. My ancestors used ships like these to explore the world, sometimes at great cost.
As the Quen did.
What were they looking for?
Anything of value. They were traders willing to face unknown dangers to make their fortunes. But no matter how far they went, they always turned their sails home.
So this Van de Velde only painted ships?
It was his specialty. Following in the footsteps of his father, Willem the Elder. The two had quite a journey of their own, taking them all the way to the court of a foreign kingdom.
Did they ever come home?
No, but eventually their life's work did. Take your time.
I think that's all of the art here. Unless I need to look at these. Ah.
Stunning, isn't it? Paintings weren't the only masterpieces of my people's golden age. This is Van Vianen's leaded ewer, molded from a single sheet of silver.
What was it for?
How like Elizabeth you are. Function over form. Its practical purpose was less important than its meaning. Van Vianen created it in honor of his late brother, who himself was a famous silversmith.
A memorial?
Yes. Such beauty from sorrow.
If this ewer was a memorial, how did you end up with it?
As the Pharaoh swarm closed in, my homeland's greatest museum gave it to me, along with many other works, in the hope that I could preserve them. A masterpiece like this was too important to lose to history. I even considered bringing it with me off-world to ensure its safety.
Why didn't you?
I took a calculated risk. This vault seemed more secure than the unknowns of space. Besides, I thought someday I might return. A long life, after all, has its advantages. Now, lo and behold, here I am. Exquisite, isn't it?
And a few statues.
A lot of weight on his shoulders. I know the feeling. I should move on.
And what about the other one over here?
She's pulling out her own hair. Out of madness, out of grief. It's hard to watch her suffer. I should move on.
Okay. Well, we've looked on all of them. Nothing else in these. Well, there are some more pieces of art in here. One thing I like, none of these are particularly famous pieces of art, at least insofar as, like, the common public. You don't have, like, Jupiter consuming his sun or Cronus consuming Jupiter, whatever, you know, that one picture, or the Mona Lisa, or the Statue of David. None of that. These are all lesser-known works of art. Still well-known, I suppose, in some circles, but not in the general public. I like that touch they decided to go with.